She called Olusho. That can Olusho believe that when he got back to London, her husband has brought another woman into their matrimonial home. For this, she has went to court and divorced her husband. And in her feeling, she loved to marry Olusho. Olusho was just an innocent young boy. As at that time, if you see somebody who said he wanted to help your journey, I don't think anybody will deny that. The woman in this picture was the woman we're talking about. That is our Olusho as at that time. Look how young he was. Okay. So look at Genesis in that picture. If you check that picture very well, can you say that man is fully matured? That's him there. Check him very well. They went to Italy. In one of our journey to Nigeria, they went to Italy. That's our junior brother sitting beside Olusho.
The name of the man is Mr. Abbas. Babs.
So they went to...
And the name of the woman that brought this Williams to the church then is Mrs. Toyi Odugbemi.
That's her sister that brought her to the church then. So their journey started in the relationship of love. She used to come and go. At a point, both of them decide to be living together as husband and wife. They rented an apartment somewhere around Jaffa here, by Agbado Cross, by Akera. Okay, you cross from this joint, this crossing. It's not far to here. They call the area Jaffa. That is where both of them were living together under the same roof as husband and wife, which is known to most celestial church around this area, because she used to go to many harvests on the name of the prophet, Oladele. She used to spend lavishly in any harvest she went. So at a point, the church were doing harvest, our own church were doing harvest. We now invited Ika Ifele. She now spends money run to 500,000 to Yinka Ifele on an harvest. You should have called her. You said you wanted to marry me and you wanted to build a future. Is this how you waste money? This is not ideal. Why will you be wasting money like this? Why don't you go into property? Try to invest in property. So at least while you are no more in UK, you can see something to rest on in Nigeria. And she agreed. The first property got in for her was around Ebenezer area. Her father is around Ebenezer, at the back of Ebenezer School, by Bereme. Where you are going from, we call that area Fisher Estate, but Fadeon Street is where the lands were. Olusho helped her to get 3 plots of lands together at Fadeon. This is the day they wanted to do foundation of that property. It was Olusho's mother that handled the project for her. This is when they are doing the structure. This is where they are doing the structure. This is Olusho's mother at the site in that white something. This is the day of the foundation. So while all these things were going on, another opportunity came for Olusho. There's a property around this place they wanted to sell, which Olusho advised her to get as well, and she agreed. This property is very close to the church here. This is the property. uncompleted building. In her names, all these property are in her name, not even in Oladele Ogundipe's name. All those property were registered in her name. So there is no point of frauding or defrauding or collecting things from her by trick. Now, the bone of contention was this. She had a daughter whom I refer earlier, whom I mentioned earlier, that she was residing with Mama while she was schooling at Covenant. One day, she mentioned that she had siblings in London, but nobody took that lady for seriousness. But not until one day, both of them were at home. A message flowing into Olusho, to her phone. She was taking bath, and the phone was with Olusho. So the message happens to come from her husband, who she has already told Olusho that they have divorced. When Olusho now saw the message that, why will you leave me and the children here? Olusho now said, hey, this is not going to bring a problem for me, small boy. You told me you have divorced your husband and we are into a relationship. We've been living here as husband and wife. I don't think I will be able to continue this journey with you. That was where the crisis started. She begged Olusho that she would handle the matter. But Olusho said, if you have divorced and you are no more together, it's another thing. I've been hearing this story around, not until I confirm. These are my evidence. That was when the separation comes. She went back to London. Olusho moved on with his life. Not long, Olusho going into marriage. When the marriage was going on, she sent somebody to come and cover the marriage. So thereafter, after the marriage, she wrote a frivolous petition to federal SARS that Olusho was threatening her life. She had Roman skull at home. She has this dangerous weapon. He has gun, cutlass, and all sorts of dangerous weapon. All of us know how federal SARS investigate an allegation of such magnitude. So police swing into the action. They zoom into Olusho residence in the dead night, and they bundle him out to federal SARS.
After searching
and found nothing incriminating. So from there, they took him to federal SARS. At federal SARS, that was when it was revealed that she was the one that wrote the petition. Police now use their discretion. Now, this is a matter between a woman and a man that are into relationship before. And simply because the relationship has had issue, let us mend to ways how they can settle this matter. They now allow both of them to talk. In the room they gave to them, both of them to talk. Olusho was asking, why did you want to destroy my future? I did not. You know me for God, for real, that both of us live under the same roof, and you have never found me wanting with all this allegation. What have I done to warrant this? Don't destroy my future. Our response was that, Shebi, I have been begging you. Shebi, I was begging you, you are doing shakara. It is not my turn. Okay, what did you want? Tell me what you want. As at that time, he was helpless. He has nothing. So the lady now said, okay, if I will allow you to go, I remember what I spent for you, and I will be mentioning it. So you will refund me all those money. First, when your child, Winner, was sick, we took him to St. Nicholas Hospital. We spent 600,000 on him. He wrote it down. When your car has issue, I borrow you 400,000 to put the vehicle back was wrote down. When I was coming from London, I bought Ralph Lauren, and this pants that we used to wear, men used to wear. You know their quality. The dozen of the pants he bought from London. Then the roofing, he sent the money for roofing Olusho's father's house at Ogundipe. So she listed all these things. And as at that time, Olusho borrowed $1 million plus from her. So I borrowed money from my wife. When everything was calculated, it amounts to about 2-point-something million. Now Olusho now said, I will pay you if that will bring peace. If that is what you want, please let me be in peace. But she was not satisfied with that decision. Both of them left Federal SARS. Not quite long later, she contacted another lawyer to write a petition to Federal Special Fraud Unit
SFU
in Ikoyi Mevati.
You can approach these police stations
to verify the facts.
Verify
no, we'll still give you some facts.
They will be willing to furnish you with the necessary documents. So
the petition went to SFU. Getting to SFU, the Commissioner of Police in charge of SFU at that time was CP Olayinka Balogun. He has retired now. When I asked him, where is the complainant that alleged this man? They said, she's not here. She's in London. The man answered, is that the way to investigate case? So after taking his statement, he was released on bail. So the officers at SFU were now using him to trade. You know, somebody who is not criminally minded, who has never had any encounter with police, who has never had a criminal case against him before. When you're talking about police, they always been afraid. Not a society man or a businessman who has several encounters with police, that they can be strong. So going to police, number one, is a threat to him, because he doesn't even know what can happen at the police station. He believes anytime they say go to police, police will do what you don't even expect for you. That was the reason why he was feared. He was released on bail. They used to call him, hey, Olusho, if you didn't come today, we will come and carry you. We will come and carry you. We will arrest you.
Okay. Who was the last occupant of the property? Who was the last occupant, who currently occupies the property? So much that the woman believes that it was not handed over to her.
The property is still there.
Or is it just vacant?
It's not even vacant. The property belongs to Lyde Williams.
And it's not completed. It's not completed property. You saw the picture now?
Yes.
He said earlier that the necessary document has been handed over to her. Though at the point she complained that the document was not properly prepared. And after that, the prophet was invited to do the needful, which he did. And thereafter, he handed the document over to the rightful owner. Are you getting it?
So she accepted it, she took it, and she's still alleging it was not transferred to her.
Why those documents were handed over to her at SFU, it's not as if it is not handed to her. She complained of not perfectly okay. And they asked Olusho to go and make it perfect. While Olusho was returning the document back to them at SFU, she was no more in Nigeria. And when this document was returned to them at SFU, it was in the file transferred to Escort. If you heard him, what he was reading, that they retrieved file, maybe he did not go there, that they retrieved file from Federal SARS and Special Fraud Unit. So that is to tell you all this information as regards those property were in that file at Escort. And since they took this step, we were not given the chance to have done what is necessary to be done. Because why? The file at SFU and the one they retrieved from Federal SARS have been already taken over by Escort. If they've allowed the one they used to arrange to be retrieved, and all of us met like she responded to some of our allegations by her own statement from UK. You know, it is possible when you allege somebody buy something for you, and he has never handed the document to you, and in that file, they open it and saw the document. Madam, is this what you are talking? Take your document. But the chance was not created. And this matter we are talking about is with escort section at Alagbon. Any fact they want from that file is there. SFU have no authority over that file. SFU is for CID. They are under a DIG. But DIG can use his discretion to refer matter to any section he wants under him.
Yes.
So, as regard document, the authentic and original document of that property has been returned to her through officers of Special Fraud Unit. But why she's laying claim that it has not been handed over to him is because there was a counter petition which made that file to be transferred.